Hi guys and girls, and welcome back to Xenus Minis. My name is Greg, and today we're taking a look at Black Library Celebration 2019. So I've been really looking forward to get my hands on Commissar Severina Raine. I've got the book Honourbound, and I've also got the free book that comes on the day and includes 6 short stories. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at the books, and then we're going to unbox the model. We're kicking things off with Honourbound, a Severina Raine novel by Rachel Harrison, and I love the artwork. I've not read any of Rachel's work, so this is all new to me, and I'm going in it with an open mind. I've not read any reviews of her previous work. I know she's done a couple of short stories based around this character, but I'm looking forward to going in fresh and just seeing what it's all about. So we're not going to be commenting on the content of this book, we're just looking at the book itself and also the blurb at the back. So I love the Black Library books. They are very robust, very well manufactured, and I do prefer buying these over the paperbacks. Usually you can get the hardbacks before the paperbacks come out, so you're getting a bit of a glimpse earlier than most other people if you do pick up one of these. So the book itself, really well manufactured, as I mentioned. It's quite a thick book as well, so there's probably a lot of storytelling going on in there. And the back then, let's have a look at this blurb. So, uncompromising and fierce, Commissar Severina Raine has always served the Imperium with the utmost distinction. Attached to the 11th Antari Rifles, she instills order and courage in the face of utter horror. But horror takes many forms, and Raine's unshakable faith is about to be put to the ultimate test. As the chaos cult known as the Sighted sweeps through the Bale Stars, a shadow falls across benighted worlds. In answer, a great campaign, led by the vaunted hero, Lord General Militant Ala Serek. It's underway to free the system from tyranny and enslavement, and the price of victory must be paid in blood. As Raine and the Antari become embroiled in the conflict, dark secrets are unearthed. Secrets that might cast a light onto Raine's own troubled past. Only by embracing her duty and staying true to her belief in the Imperium and the Commissar's creed can she hope to survive this crucible. But even then, will that be enough? So a really compelling blurb at the back. Again, looking really forward to getting stuck into this book. And as I mentioned, it is quite thick, and if we compare it to the book I'm reading at the moment, which is Blackstone Fortress, same price, but you can see it is quite a bit bigger, so a lot of content there. So yep, really looking forward, as I mentioned, getting stuck into that. And on that note, let's move on to the next one. So this is the Black Library Celebration 2019 free book, and it contains 6 short stories, and it is actually quite a decent size to it. If we're looking at the novella series I bought here, The Bloodied Rose, and this costs £3. You know, considering it's a free book, you're getting, you know, quite a bit of content in there, comparatively to something that you usually pay for. So this came when I bought Honourbound, so yeah, seems pretty good. We're going to have a look at what's on the back here. So we've got 2 from 40k, 2 short stories from Age of Sigmar, and 2 from the Horus Heresy. So we got the top one here, which is Endurance. A handful of Space Marines and Astra Militarum defend a dying world against the Walking Dead. But things are about to get worse, for the Death Guard are coming. So it's another story around the Death Guard. There's been quite a lot of Death Guard going on, so maybe we'll see some Vigilus move forward. I'm not too sure, but it'd be interesting to read that. Company of Shadows by Rachel Harrison. So after the Valkyrie is shot down behind enemy lines, Commissar Severina Raine and her unit find themselves trapped, surrounded by enemies, and with a mission to complete. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know whether this comes before or after Honourbound, but another short story to check out. God's Gift, David Geimer, I think, Lord Castellant, Hamala Beareater, leading a hunt in the enemy-haunted Gorewoods, has dreams that he deems prophetic. Dreams that might detail his mission or derail his mission or aid it. So perhaps Night Haunter, but definitely Stormcast. Hallowed Knights, Ghosts of Dimnesness, oh god, I can't pronounce that, by Josh Reynolds. Goddess of the Hallowed Knights embarks on a personal journey, seeking truths about the changes wrought to his mind and body. Will he find them amidst the ghosts of Demesnes. So perhaps another Nighthawk one, not too sure about that one. And the Horus Heresy. The board is set by Garth Thorpe, with the enemy nearing Malcador. The Sigillite communes with the Emperor and plays out war games, trying to divine a path to victory and survival in the battles to come. So the Siege of Terror is approaching, so perhaps that's a prelude to that or a lead up to it, so it'd be great to watch that. And the Horus Heresy Primarchs, so Grandfather's Gifts by Guy Haley. I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Guy Haley because I do like his work, but Perturabu, not a massive fan. But when he awakens in a strange garden, Mortarion has no idea that he's getting the first glimpse of his destiny as a servant of the Plague God. So focus on that Primarch here rather than Perturabu. I am a not Night Lords, an Iron Warriors fan. I had an army quite a while, so I was quite a bit miffed by Perturabu when he wrote that. So I am looking forward to checking out how he deals with Mortarion in this short story, and perhaps check out more of his recent work. So that's everything in this book, so let's get stuck into unboxing the model. So we're going to take a look at unboxing Severina Raine. So I believe it is fine cast, so I'm not really too sure what this is going to look like. Usually you'd have the blister pack so you could check out what the casts actually looked like, but this is a bit of a blind box. So we're just going to get the cellophane off so you don't have to look at the upshot of me as we're looking at the box. So we've got the model on the front, great artwork in the back, really atmospheric. I do like these boxes. We've got some artwork on the side, and then we've got some details on the back. So we've got Severina Raine available as part of the Black Library Celebration 2019, Follow Her Adventures in Honourbound, a new novel from Rachel Harrison. So the model is very reminiscent of the cover, and it's also got rules included, and it's got the usual breakdown of what paints are used to paint certain areas. We've got Evanfall, which is the rapier, and we've got Pen and Sun, which is the bolter there, and just spotlights on each of the details. And we've got a bit of blurb on the back, which I think is on the side. Uncompromising fierce, Commissar Severina Raine drives the 11th and TIE rifles to reclaim worlds of the Bale stars that have fallen under the shadow of chaos. Utterly dedicated to the pursuit of victory in the Emperor's name, Raine always fights at the heart of battle with her power saber and bolt pistol in hand. She will not flinch from her duty, be that persecution of the enemy or enforcing the Emperor's will. No matter the threat or the foe, Commissar Severina Raine will stand unbroken. So very similar to what's on the back of Honourbound with a few tweaks there. So let's get stuck into this box, and we'll see what sort of state the fine cast is in. So nothing else in there, put that to the side. So we've got some of the rules here, and the usual stuff, how to build. I believe GW have already put the rules up on their website, but this is what they look like here. So she's got 6 movement, 3 weapon skill, 3 ballistic, 3 strength, 3 everything, 8 leadership, 4 save. She's got Aura of Discipline, Astra Militarum units within 6 inches, use the Commissar's leadership instead of their own. Summary execution, she can kill something, and when they're slain you can reroll the morale test. And leading from the front, units within 6 inch of this model automatically pass morale tests, whilst this model is with 1 inch of an enemy model. So she's good if you put her up front. So yeah, usual stuff. She's got her weapons here. Bolt pistol is fairly standard, it's got a -1 AP, and Evanfall is just a normal weapon by the looks of it with -1 AP. But fairly cheap points wise and power level wise, so decent enough. So let's have a look now at what's in here, if I can get in. So we've got the base, and then we've got 2 parts here. So first one then, we've got the head there. Let's see if I can focus in on it. Yep, so we've got the head, the iconic Commissar's hat, got the body and the breastplate. It is a bit rough there, because I think there's a gap, a few gaps as well that need to be filled. It's not as bad as the old fine cast, but it's still not amazing. I did have Eisenhorn last year, and that wasn't great, but it looks alright. Could be worse. Famous last words as I look at the thin stuff like the rapier, and we'll see how they look. So the base looks pretty good. And the bolt gun as well looks fine. Rapier, I think I might have lucked out here, guys. Yeah, everything looks pretty much alright. Considering I was never a massive fan of the resin and the fine cast, I do think I've got a bit lucky with this one. So if you look at all the details there, none of which seem to be too bad. The rapier may need a little bit of straightening out. The base looks alright, the scabbard looks fine, the bolt pistol looks absolutely fine, and even if you could see the fine lines on the shoulder pad there, none of those are broken or warped. So great. I can't really complain about that. Very few holes to fill in. Let's have another quick look back at this. But the one thing that you couldn't see from the models that they did show was the back of the head. So I'm trying to get a good angle here, but you can't really see, because I was hoping to see if maybe the ponytail, I think she has a ponytail, runs down the back, but if we look at the artwork here, you can see it tucks in behind the jacket, so I imagine that maybe wouldn't have been feasible, potentially. I'm not too sure. Maybe it was a design choice why that was hidden away, but I suppose you don't really want to get a big long ponytail getting caught up in tank tracks or anything like that. So that is Severina Raine unboxed. Guys, that is everything that I've got from today's Black Library Celebration 2019. But what did you get? Did you pick up Severina Raine? Did you pick up the book? Did you get your free 6 short stories? And what did you think of them? Have you read Rachel Harrison's work before? Is it any good? Let me know in those comments, but also let me know how your model turned out. I mean, we're all dubious over fine cast, and I feel like I've got a pretty decent model this time around, but I'd love to think that everyone else got good models as well. But if you didn't, if it is just me, if I'm just the lucky one that got a decent one, let me know below as well. So on that note, if you liked what you've seen, please drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, leave those comments with your thoughts and suggestions. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you then.